Have you ever looked at someone in power, someone truly influential, and thought, how did they get there? How is it possible that a person so obviously wrong, so clearly unqualified, could end up leading others? Welcome back to MindSnap, or if this is your first time here, thank you for joining us. If you enjoy exploring the hidden forces behind human behavior, society, and power, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a deeper dive. Part 1. The hidden cost of confidence. Let's start with a paradox. In many areas of life's business, politics, even science, the most confident voices often rise to the top. But confidence doesn't always equal competence. In fact, it can often mask the exact opposite. We're going to explore how this illusion of confidence has shaped our leaders, influenced elections, disrupted organizations, and possibly even put humanity at risk. There's a name for this psychological trap. The Dunning-Kruger Effect, a cognitive bias in which people with low ability in a domain tend to overestimate their skills. While those with high ability are often plagued by self-doubt, you may already be familiar with this effect. But today, we're going beyond the basic definition. Part 2. Why the loudest people often get the microphone. Think about the dynamics of a meeting. You've likely seen it before. Someone with limited understanding dominates the conversation, speaks with conviction, and leaves others questioning themselves. In fast-paced environments, certainty is rewarded, while humility is mistaken for weakness. Meanwhile, those with deeper knowledge hesitate, aware of the complexity, the nuance, and the risks of being wrong. This isn't a coincidence. The Dunning-Kruger Effect has a social component. Confidence is often mistaken for competence. This effect becomes dangerous when it intersects with power. Part 3. When ignorance leads in a world of chaos. The person who sounds like they know exactly what to do feels like a safe bet, even when they aren't. They ignore expert advice, silence dissent, and make higher-risk decisions with no real understanding of the stakes. But that's the essence of the Dunning-Kruger Effect. The less you know, the less you're aware of what you don't know. Studies showed that in leadership positions, overconfident individuals are more likely to take bold actions and reckless ones. Sound familiar? Consider recent political history. Candidates with oversimplified answers, populist rhetoric. Strong personalities often outperform those with well-researched, measured perspectives. A perfect storm created by overconfident executives, underestimating risk, over-leveraging assets, and ignoring warnings. Why? Because voters, like all humans, are drawn to certainty. It's not always malicious. Sometimes the individual truly believes they're capable. It's like giving someone a steering wheel without telling them the car has no brakes. Part 4. Corporate disasters and confident mistakes. The corporate world is full of cautionary tales. Take the 2008 financial crisis. Many believed they were too smart to fail, but as history shows, unearned confidence is a blueprint for disaster. The same applies in tech startups, healthcare, and even military decision-making. In domains that require precision, expertise, and careful analysis, the wrong kind of confidence can have real, measurable costs: lives, money, trust. Part 5. Why smart people doubt themselves. You might wonder, why don't actual experts just speak up louder? It's complicated. True expertise is often accompanied by intellectual humility, the awareness that what you know is always incomplete. Experts know the risks. They understand the consequences of mistakes. They hesitate because they care about accuracy, not applause. This creates a confidence gap. The unskilled, overly confident. The skilled, cautiously aware. This imbalance leads to what we call the confidence trap, a societal tilt toward bold but underqualified voices, and away from thoughtful but quiet ones. Part 6. Breaking the trap. So how do we protect ourselves and our societies from this illusion? Here are 5 powerful principles. Normalize uncertainty. Saying, "I don't know," should be a sign of wisdom, not weakness. Ask for evidence. Don't mistake charisma for correctness. Demand data, not just conviction. Encourage intellectual humility. Reward those who acknowledge complexity, even if it feels uncomfortable. Diversify input. Surround yourself with people who think differently. Echo chambers amplify error. Question the confident, especially when they offer simple answers to complex problems. True leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about asking the right questions and knowing when to listen. Part 7. Final thoughts. The world is changing fast. In an age of information overload, the loudest voices often drown out the wisest ones. But now that you understand how the confidence trap works, you have a choice. Will you be seduced by certainty? Or will you train your mind to recognize the difference between volume and value? Because in the end, it's not the person who knows everything that we should trust, but the one who knows what they don't know. Thank you for watching this episode of MindSnap. If this topic intrigued you, you'll definitely want to explore our other deep dives into psychology, power, philosophy, and the hidden structures that shape our world. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and remember, in a world full of noise, the most powerful voice is the one that questions itself. Until next time, stay curious.